Good morning to each and every one of you. Welcome in. It's your Jamaican journalist mom, the mother of an award winning journalist out of Jamaica. How are we today? It's a beautiful day to be grateful and thankful to be alive. Yes, God has wake us up in our rightful mind. Give him thanks, give him glory. As you see the topic this morning, it's about how money work. We all work hard for money, but do we know the power of money? Do we know how money works in this country? Well, if you don't know how money works in this country, you plan to work hard and harder and work 2, 3 jobs and retire poor. I see many of my co-workers, they are going from jobs to jobs, working so hard, battering their body. Some can hardly stand up when they come to work. Why? They are working 2, 3 jobs and still yet the ends are not meeting. If you don't understand how money works, you'll work 2, 3 jobs and retire poor. Who want to work when they're 75 years old? I guess nobody. Work, put your money in the right portfolio that you don't have to work 2, 3 jobs and retire poor. Not only that, you don't have to make your body work harder than your money. We have the shoes on the wrong foot. Our money should work harder than our bodies. So, how do you fix that? Have you heard about the 1% in America? What the 1% do with their money? It's investing. The 1% do what the banks are doing. Not many of us want to be in the 1%. We want to do it as business as usual. But let me tell you something. Have you ever considered that you have to pay to put your money in the bank? You pay to put your money in the bank. And you also pay to take your money out of the bank. What I'm going to teach you this morning is just to do what the banks are doing. When the bank take your money, the bank invests your money. But people did not know that you can do what the banks are doing. And I'm here to tell you this morning, you can do what the banks are doing. If the bank take $100,000 from you now, and the next 40 years, the bank will give you $4,000 on your $100,000. How much will the bank make on your money? The bank will make 4 point something million on your money. Because the bank is in business for money. While you put your money in, remember I said it, pay to put your money in and pay to take it out. I'm just here to teach you and to tell you financial education is very important. And if you don't know it, you just don't know it. But I'm here to tell you, being the 1% in America, I'm licensed in the state of Connecticut, and I'm also licensed in the state of Texas. We have meeting Mondays and Sundays. Come on in. Get financial education is very important because you won't see money the way you see it now. And you won't work 2, 3 jobs and retire poor. And that is my aim to tell you this morning. If you want a policy, I'm here. I can go on my computer right now, whatever state you are, and Canada as well. If you want to join the business, I recruit as well. So this is my passive income. Yes. I have an Index Universal Life policy. And right now, I'm hardly getting shifts. So you know what I do? I called Transamerica yesterday. And I said, Transamerica, I want my policy to put on hold. For my policy not to lapse, to put on hold. You know what they tell me? It can put on hold for 9 months without paying my life insurance. 9 months on hold. You hear that? So, when my finances get a little up there back, I start it back. But right now, I'm trying not to let anything happen to me. But that's the beauty. I work with A-rated insurance companies in America and also Canada. The first week of July, hey! The first week of July, I should be in Las Vegas for a convention, annual convention. But I won't be visiting this July. My brother, I have to go to Jamaica. My brother's funeral is the 25th of July. And I said, Las Vegas, I go all out. Gowns. I bought my gowns already. But this comes at a time when I want to make sure my brother is laid to rest properly. So, you know, I do life insurance. I'm a life insurance producer. Yes. Do you know that when the wealthy have their money and the banks have their money, they put it in what you call IUL, Index Universal Life Insurance. Yes. It compounds. The power of compound interest. The wealthy, the tool that the wealthy use to make money, that's the tool that holds us hostage and getting rich off us and keep us struggling in debt. You know, many people are struggling in credit card debts, even myself. And if I knew about compound interest, I would never have so many credit cards, because I am paying compound interest to the credit card company while I'm struggling in debt. And that is the mistake many of us make, because we don't understand how money works. When you're young, you don't want life insurance. When you're old, life insurance don't want you either. And we think that we're going to be healthy and wealthy all our lives. Can I tell you? I went to Jamaica and I make sure I protect all my brothers, even my mother, that if something should happen to them, it will give me a plane ticket to go to Jamaica. Except for one brother. I did not remember the year he was born. Suddenly, the one that I didn't put on it, he was the one who got sick. And he was the one who died. I didn't expect that, because he was never sick. But when you procrastinate, and I will live with this for the rest of my life, knowing what I'm preaching to people, I fall short on it. And it's my bad, because when I came up, the email came to me and I didn't even check and didn't even get it corrected. When I called the insurance company and say to my brother is dead, is he on it? They told me no. They said, Cynthia, I sent it to you and you did not even sign it. Give me the age, just the age, his age, the year he was born. No, I have to pay my plane fare out of my pocket. The funeral expenses could have taken care of everything. And I just fall short. So I still have one family member to put on it to get protected. We know not what lies ahead of us. And we get up every day, we go to work. Just one misstep. Someone close to me, a friend, I said, let me put a policy in for you. Let me do the illustration and put in policy for you. Oh, I don't want no life insurance. The person got her foot broken. Just one misstep. She went to a function and got her foot broken. And she's home now. Almost a year. You know what that life insurance could have done for her? Her bills could be paying. No struggling debt. No homeless. Just because they didn't. It fall on deaf ears. So in this business, I have two sad stories. And those stories are my two sad stories. Take a policy, no matter how small it is. My policy is $211 US every month. I'm struggling right now to pay it. So, the beauty about this company, you can put it on hold until your finances get better. It's best to have something than to have nothing at all. I also stress on a passive income because when we work for a boss, we're a cog in their machine. We're working and stressing so hard to let our boss be wealthy, to put money in their pocket. Sometimes they tell you, oh, come to this job. This job has benefit. What can I tell you? That it benefits the employer more than you. Your 401k, 60% is in the employer's copper, while the rest that you have left, taxes, management fee. You know, if you have 100,000 in your 401k and you take out 50,000, you got to pay taxes on that 50,000 401k. And what left out of it? The Roth IRA. When you take out the Roth IRA, you don't pay any taxes on it. Don't pay any taxes on the Roth IRA. So everybody kill up themselves about 401k. What 401k? When you take out your money, you pay taxes on it. I don't want nobody tell me about 401k. That's a scam. Not only that, the management fee that you have to pay on your 401k. If I'm working at a company, tell me about the Roth IRA. The only thing I don't like about the Roth IRA, it limits the amount of money you put in. Its cap, 7,500 is the cap. So you cannot put more than 7,500 at a time. So, you see the IUL, the one that the wealthy has, I have the one that the wealthy have. All the banks have it. All the companies in America and Canada have it. Index Universal Life Insurance. That's the powerhouse. You go into these assisted living, that's where the people, they put their money. That's where they put their money that they could be in the assisted living. Yes. The bank, look at JC Penney, McDonald's, and Disney World. You see how those companies are huge and still going on? Because IUL, Index Universal Life, when the stock market crashes, that's where they add their money and they take their money, the compound interest. They don't touch their debt benefit. Banks are smart, but when we don't want to be in the 1% in America, we are not smart. You know why? If banks are doing it, Business are doing it. When you put your money in insurance, nobody can sue you and get a dollar. Nobody can come after your money. It does not go through probate court. When you have your money in the bank, your money is not for you. Just put it that way. Why I said that? If you should die now, a call is made to the state and your asset frozen. Stock market money frozen. But you must understand this, that money grows three ways in America. Fixed, which is the bank, 0 and 2%. Variable, that's the stock market. You make money and lose money. But my rule is make money and never lose money. Compound and indexing, that's IUL. Money grow by 7.5%. You make money and never lose money. If the stock market up, you make money. If the stock market down, you make money. But I must tell you, it's a slow growth, and sometimes people can't wait. But just it depends on the amount of money you put in. You have compound interest in 3 years. 3 years, it builds compound interest. When you take off money off the compound interest, if you don't want to pay it back, you don't have to pay it back, because this is how you be your own bank. You don't have to pay it back. You can also borrow 90% of your debt benefit and pay it back at 2%. Instead of going to the bank and borrowing money, you can borrow it from yourself. I just teach you how to become your own bank. And if you don't want to become your own bank, the bank is going to be a millionaire off you, because you did not take what I tell you. It fell on deaf ears. A lady came to me. She wanted a policy. She was in her 70s, wanted a policy. I said, let I tell you something, and I'm going to be honest to you. You want a policy, it's going to be too expensive for you, because this goes to age. You age, can you pay $600 a month? She couldn't. So when you're young, do it. It will benefit you in the future. If you, when you're young, you're putting it, your policy for 30 years. Or you can set it any amount of years you want. And then you take off your money. Because the wealthy put their money in for seven years. And then they take it off. Millionaire. When a baby born, the rich put their money, put in a policy, the $1 million baby. So they keep funding, putting money in it, because that's their own bank. Keep putting money into it. And then when that child graduates from college, that child is already a millionaire. Already a millionaire. So when our children are small and you want them to go to college, put in a little policy. Pay $70 a month for a young child. Depends on the amount of money you put in. And watch that money grow. Because sometimes we give away more than that. You see, if I knew then what I know now, I would be a millionaire. Me nah ask Christ. I educate a daughter out of pocket in the US to college 4 years. I educate a son in Jamaica University 4 years. And I wasted a lot of money. By the time I know about this, I couldn't put in a big policy. If I knew then what I know now, I would be a multi-millionaire, because I would put in at least $2 million policies. Yes, I would put in $2 million policies and set it for a period of time and take it off. I would be making money. But my goal is to do annuity. Annuity is also good. You put certain amount of money in and that will pay you for the rest of your life, annuity. That's what I wanted to do as well. But there's still room and there's still time. Oh, another point I wanted to touch on is GoFundMe. If you're not doing what the 1% do in America, plan to go and GoFundMe. Because if you should pass away now and you have $1 million in the bank, that $1 million is for the debtors. It's not for you. And then some of you end up have to go and GoFundMe. IUL policy, it gives you long term. If you should come down with cancer or any underlying illnesses that you cannot afford the drugs, remember that chronic illness and critical illness is the #1 killer in the United States. When you're sick, your insurance carries you halfway. How are you going to finance yourself with medication to live? Huh? If you have a policy, the policy will chip in and take care of your medication, and you'll be able to live longer. Wise move. All of these people in long-term care, that's where they put their money. Because I always wanted to know the secret. I'm not sure our children will take care of us. So we have to make sure that we cover our butts before children tell you, oh, I have my family. Oh, my husband was sick, I couldn't come and look for you. And tell you all sort of things. Give you all sort of holler. Yes. I must tell you about term life insurance. Term life insurance is no good. Why are people betting against their own life? Do you know when you're going to die? Buy something sensible. You work hard enough. Term life is only for a term. You hear what it's called? Term life. It's for 30 years. Yes, it's cheap. And you're grabbing it because you have to grab something. Huh? Tell me. You put in a term life policy. Say you get it at $30. And you put in for 25 years. You know after that 25 years is up, how much you're going to pay on the term life? You're going to pay $1,000 more on that policy. Can you afford that $1,000 more? No, you won't be able to afford that $1,000 more. You know the policy that I have that I see people do with it? When the compound interest bills, they take off money and buy a house. They take off money and travel the world because it's building compound interest. My policy next year would be my compound interest growth. And if I don't take off any money, I let it stay for 5 years. Compound interest is sweeter. Yes, bank is in. You can be your own bank. Nobody taught me that, but these are not taught in school. It is taught around the dinner table. So when I invite people to our meetings, this is what. You see the well script, line by line, paper by paper, print by print. You see the blue screen. Because when the lawyer put up the blue screen and show you everything book by book, you will be blown away with what you see. You'll be blown away. Back to the term life. When you buy the term life, you put it in 25 years, the premium higher and higher. $1,000 more on the premium. Guys, put some super chat on the screen and put some likes on the screen for me, please. This is vital information. Get your pen and paper, your book. Yes, so the term life now. What if you can't pay the $1,000? That's addition to the premium. They'll give you 1 month. Then your policy lapse if you cannot pay it. But did you know that 2 or 5% of term life pay out? Stop it. Stop with the term life. 2 or 5% of term life pays out. Young people are telling me, oh, I have to grab it, or listen to me, foolishness. Foolishness. You don't know when you're going to die. So if you are betting against your own life, that's your business. You have money throwing away. So term life is no good. I tell you this. Term life is no good. Don't buy term. Do not buy term life. See me stop and arrest. Yes. So that's basically have a passive income. Have a passive income on the side. Passive income, sleep in your bed, and money turning over for you. Yes. Because if you don't have a passive income, are you gonna be the cog in somebody's machine all day long? My life insurance thing is my passive income. Yes. When I talk to people, you know, who are listening to me, the people who are in US government, the people who are in corporate, those are the people who are listening to me. I met a lady from the Federal Reserve Bank. I met people from the tax office. Those are the people who are listening to me. Because when I come over here and talk, you don't think a joke. You guys think it's a joke business. It's not a joke business. Because when I talk about money, everybody wants to hear how money works, and everybody wants to know how to protect their money. Yes. Everybody wants to know how to be wealthy. We reach out the people at workplace, you know. We can't live like this. Let me jump into the comment section. Hello, Nova, Rano, CV4. Thank you. Edits. I don't answer to that question. I don't know what you're talking about. C4, love sending love back. 0, good morning. I'm not talking about a food. You notice I put up the thumbnail, so the thumbnail has the topic in it. Wilder High. Yes, I know how to. That is so true, Timothy. That is so true. For those who are in Jamaica, I heard that Scotia Bank, when the people them go to the ATM, no money, the ATM is not working. People believe it's a trick. It's something they're up to. I don't trust money market account. You make money and lose money. Let me tell you something. A lot of people believe in the stock market so much that they hold it dear to their hearts. What can I tell you? I had $17,000 in the stock market. How much I have now? $5,000. So stock market is called a variable. Variable. You make money, lose money. But index universal life, if I had that money in my index universal life, I wouldn't be in this position right now. I would be reaping. I wouldn't have to work because my money will, would have been compound interest. My money would have built compound interest. So if you're not building compound interest for yourself, you're not get rich, you're not get wealthy. Put your money and let it be there and settle there. The bank is taking it and doing it for you while they rich off you. The bank is enriching itself off poor people while you, say for my supervisor that, while you struggling debt, them give you credit card to build compound interest in their pocket. I thought it was something good until I found out the secret of it. A mortgage, struggling debt as well. That's compound interest building for the wealthy. Car note, you take out a car and oh, I want a nice car. Oh, I have the